So we'll start with part one questions first. Where is your favorite place to sit?
Ma'am, I think my favorite place to sit is in my balcony. I think it's quite really relaxing, and by the end of the day, I go to my balcony to have some relaxing time over there.
Do you always sit down for a long time?
Well, quite not actually. I'm not a very patient sitter. I usually like to get up, move around the house, and I don't like to sit at one place.
Do you feel sleepy when you're sitting down?
Not much because I've quite good. I've exercised a lot. I have good orientation towards it, and I don't really fall asleep or some kind of droopy behavior. No.
When you were a kid, did you usually sit on the floor?
Yes, ma'am. I like sitting on the floor. I like it like it's an open space to play around or to roam around. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about old buildings. Have you ever seen some buildings in the city?
A lot, ma'am. I've seen quite a lot of buildings in the city, and some ancient buildings also. I think some in the Udhampur area there are quite ancient structures like the Pandav Mandir. I've visited there also.
Do you think we should preserve old buildings in the city?
Absolutely, ma'am. I think preserving old monument is like preserving our heritage and culture. I think preserving such like monuments, temples, mosques, churches, everything which is which belongs to our heritage, which belongs to our culture, they need preserving.
Do you prefer living in an old building or a modern house?
Well, in my preference, I prefer living in a modern house with all the facilities.
Right. Are there any old buildings you want to see in the future?
Um, there are quite a lot that I like to visit, like the Humayun's tomb in the Delhi. Like I've never visited Taj Mahal in the Agra, and I think Bibi Ka Maqbara is there, and there are quite a lot of places.
And where is your favorite place to meet with your friends?
We have this little park backside of my house where we usually meet in the evenings when everybody's free or at the end of the day when we have some meeting or we have to discuss about something. So yeah, that's the park backside of my house.
Do you like the morning or evening?
I like evening the most.
Right. What do you do usually in the evening?
Well, I usually like to sit in my balcony with a hot cup of coffee and like to view sunset.
Right. What did you do in the evening when you were little?
Well, in the evening, I usually like to go outside and play with my friends in the park. Or sometimes I went out with my dad for some rides, and sometimes with my mother. I used to go to shopping with my mother.
Right. Let's move on to the cue card. So your cue card is describe an unusual meal that you had. When did you eat it? Where did you eat it? With whom you had the meal? And why do you think it was unusual? So take your 1 minute to frame your answer, and after that you'll speak for 2 minutes. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
So you will have to speak for 2 minutes, and when your 2 minutes time will be over, I'll stop you. You don't have to worry about it.
Okay, ma'am.
Start.
Ma'am, actually, I was a very selective eater when I was a child, and this habit of mine usually grew with time. Like I used to have drink when I was little, but with time I stopped drinking it. So I used to spill milk when I was given, and one day my mom caught me spilling the milk in the wash basin. So he scolded me for that, but I really don't enjoyed having milk. So my father told me that I should be stopped given milk. So my because of my health issues, my mom was caught between rock and hard place, and due to the fact she searched for various kind of recipes so that I can consume milk for my health and benefits. But in the end, I think she came up with this very different recipe. I think which was milk cutlets. I would like to say she used to fry milk on very high temperatures and make this milk cutlets, and she used to feed me every morning in breakfast. I liked them very much as they were very tasty, and I didn't have the any idea like what they were made of or what ingredients were used. Because when I also asked her that, oh, what ingredients is she using in these, so she told me that it's a secret, and I I consumed them for past 5 6 years, and one day I saw her making frying this milk and making these cutlets out of milk. So I confronted her like, wow, like you came up with this unique recipe, and she told me about why when I was little I didn't used to have this milk, and then she used to came up with this recipe to feed me with all the benefits of milk. So I think milk cutlets is one of the unique recipe that I had over the years, and I had it over my breakfast, my sometimes at evening snack also.
All right. Do you think having dinner at home is a good idea?
Well, actually, ma'am, I think having dinner at home is far more beneficial than eating out in a restaurant or someplace out. Because at home we use all the healthy practices such as good oils and healthy vegetables, washing the vegetables properly. So yeah, eating home is a very good option.
Do young people like to spend time with their families or friends?
Well, nowadays, young people are turning more over to their friends rather than their parents or family members because of this generation gap. Because there's a little kind of difference in the ideas how parents and families think and how the young little children or the young people think. So I think they prefer going to their friends over their family members.
What do you think are the benefits of having dinner together?
Well, there are quite a few benefits, I think, out of which is having a strong family bonding between each other. And apart from that, many studies have also shown people having